Do believe that female body count is really important to men. And I think if I were a guy, I would care about it as well. Here's why. I think that I think that it's a sign of disrespect to yourself to not treat sex as something that has value. And I think that guys still value purity in women. I don't think they have to be virgins, but I think they value women who have been hesitant to put their bodies out there with everyone. In other words, they don't bed hop. Maybe they had a couple of partners, a few partners, but it was people that they really cared about. It was committed relationships. There was monogamy involved. It was a sign of self-respect that those women had because they weren't willing to just sleep with anyone. I watch these videos of girls now, young women, early 20s, and you'll ask them, what's your body count? And they'll say, oh, I don't know, 10, 13, 15. That's gross to me as a female.
Guys, I'm gonna play it one more time, and then I'm gonna open up the guest request. Let me just play it one more time to make sure everyone heard it before I open up the guest request. One more time.
Do believe that female body count is really important to men. And I think if I were a guy, I would care about it as well. Here's why. I think that I think that it's a sign of disrespect to yourself to not treat sex as something that has value. And I think that guys still value purity in women. I don't think they have to be virgins, but I think they value women who have been hesitant to put their bodies out there with everyone. In other words, they don't bed hop. Maybe they had a couple of partners, a few partners, but it was people that they really cared about. It was committed relationships. There was monogamy involved. It was a sign of self-respect that those women had because they weren't willing to just sleep with anyone. I watch these videos of girls now, young women, early 20s, and you'll ask them, what's your body count? And they'll say, oh, I don't know, 10, 13, 15. That's gross to me as a female. I do believe that female body count is really important to men. I do believe that female body count is really important to men.
I just played it 2 times. Guest requests are open. Probably end up playing it again sometime later on throughout the night. But, you know, for the people that are in here right now, if you're able to come up here or if you want to come up here, speak on the topic. I have 4 questions that I want to ask you, and we're going to get into it. What they want, men, these women are 304s. It's actually true. I didn't care when I was younger. It's more about self-respect, though. But they want men to be traditional and provide. Black woman will alone. I agree with her. She doesn't even need to base her opinion on the thoughts of men. It just is. This is crazy. All right, bet. Let me bring these people in here. Bring my boy B-Train.
Yo,
What's good, brother? How you doing tonight?
I'm good. I'm chilling watching football.
Who's playing tonight?
The Texans and the Eagles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But
So Franny, welcome. Johnny Freedom Seed, welcome. I like to talk to one person at a time, so I'm going to talk to B Train, the investor, first. Please mute up, and then I'll go Franny. I will go to you next, and then I'll go to you, Johnny Freedom Seed.
okay, so like first,
Hold on,
body.
bro. Hold on one
Oh,
second. One
okay.
second. One second.
All right.
Let me do this really quick. You can see the panel. All right. So, first question. Do you agree or disagree with what she said? Why or why not?
I do agree with what she's saying because for most men, the amount of people that you have slept with does matter. Now, if we talking about we just out here just casually hooking up, then I would argue that you got more leniency. But if I'm looking at you like for a relationship or for like a long-term relationship, your past and how many partners you had in your past, it absolutely 100% matters.
Do you think women should be more mindful of who they engage in physical intimacy with any more than men?
I would say yes. I would say yes because
Why?
we have to acknowledge that there is a double standard, but this double standard just happens to favor men more than women because a dude can have a lot of bodies and he will still have women that are willing to date him and give him a meaningful relationship, and the same cannot be said for most women.
All right. Um, do you think there's an agenda among certain group of people right now to encourage the sexual liberation of women?
Mm, I mean, I what do you define as sexual liberation?
So when I say the sexual liberation of women, um, basically, just not really practicing chastity, um, just your body, your choice. Sleep with as many men as you want to, however you want to, as frequently as you want to. Like, so that's what I mean, like sexual liberation. Like, don't save yourself for marriage. Don't just have sex with people that you're in committed exclusive relationships with. Sleep with whoever that you want to sleep with, however, and do it as frequently as you want to.
I can agree that the normalization of I can agree that the normalization of the women's sexual liberation, if that is what it means, I can agree that there is a agenda being pushed to normalize people having multiple partners, whether they're in relationships or not. But you gotta also take in account that you have to take accountability for the partners and people that you are involved with physically, being physically intimate with. When you try and god damn, I ain't even been drinking and my ass stumbling over these fucking words. But like what I'm saying is, you got to take accountability. You had sex with all these different dudes. You also have to be ready for the consequences that come with. It's gonna be way harder for you to get into a meaningful relationship. But as far as, do I see a certain group of people trying to normalize it? Absolutely.
All right. Do you personally do you support the sexual liberation of women?
I mean, I think people can do whatever they want to be honest, but you just gotta be able to accept the consequences that come with.
All right. And then you had kind of spoke on this earlier, but maybe you can elaborate on it a little more. So the last statement that I have, and is I want you to say true or false and elaborate on why you feel a man having a high body count does not affect his ability to get a wife, but it's not the same the other way around. True or false, and
True.
why?
100% true. Because like I said earlier, most men are not going to get into a meaningful relationship with a woman that has an egregious amount of sexual partners. But for men, women are still going to look at this man as a qualified partner, even if he does have an egregious amount of sexual partners. So
All right. Thanks, BAB. Stay up here, bro. Just
I
just
already
mute
know.
up
I
because
already
when I'm
know they
done
finna
talking to
come at me.
everybody, I'll probably open it up for a dialogue.
All right.
All right.